Hey guys, this is Maria
And Firuz.
from Inside Realty, and today we have, as always, a very exciting project to share with you. One of my personal favorites. This is the newest phase of the Acres by Meraas, a government developer known for their wonderful projects such as Bluewaters Island,
City Walk,
Bulgari, Port de la Mer, National Gardens, and they are the ones who basically shape the city in some way because their master developments are known worldwide and they attract a lot of visitors and a lot of people from everywhere to come and see these projects. So this one is one of the first luxury villa communities that is being built by Meraas, if we don't consider National Gardens, because this community only has standalone villas. And today we're going to walk you through all the amenities and facilities available in this wonderful community. We're going to talk about the typology of houses. We're going to look into some floor plans. We're going to share some pricing and payment plan options with you and get you ready for this particular launch. So the first thing we do is we start with location.
Yeah.
And the location of the project is where most of the villa community in Dubailand. We are right next to Serena. We also have Villanova next door and Arabian Ranches, Mudon. All of those villa communities are around. What makes this special is the fact that there's only going to be standalone villas, and when you just look at all this greenery and all the facilities that they put inside, it's just stunning. This is actually right opposite to Al Barari, and I think these two are very, very similar concepts because Al Barari is also very green. It also has some natural rivers running around, and it's like unlike anything that you have seen in Dubai before. So we'll get to that later in terms of investment potential and comparing it to Al Barari in terms of numbers. But again, I personally think that this is one of the hottest investment projects in Dubai at the moment.
Let's also mention that the location is very convenient for driving around because it's between the Emirates Road and the Sheikh bin Zayed Road, so it's very convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also 10 minutes away from Global Village, where you can go with your kids any day for entertainment, for shopping. So the location is very, very, very good.
It is a very convenient location indeed. You have access to all the major roads, Hamdan bin Zayed and Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Road. Then you have the Emirates Road, Latifa bin Hamdan Street. So Dubai is basically accessible to you within like a 20-30 minutes reach to pretty much everywhere. You want to go to downtown, it's going to be about 25 minutes. Marina and that side is also going to be like within half an hour reach.
Even the Palm
Even the Palm too, yes. So you are going to be away from the city in your own beautiful green space and just enjoy the nature. We currently have the third phase that is being launched, and it's a total of 207 villas starting from 3 bedrooms, 3 to 5 bedrooms actually. And again, the developer is trying to create an actual community where they are going to promote healthy living, and there's going to be lots of entertainment. In fact, Meraas is aiming for a LEED Gold status for this project, which means that they are going to do a lot in terms of sustainability. So just for example, the water that is going to be used is going to be 33% less than the UAE average. You also have the materials that are very, very durable and sustainable. And then 100% of water for irrigation is going to be treated wastewater basically, so there's not going to be any loss of water. Obviously the community encourages lots of movement, and in fact the green gas emission also is going to be reduced by about 80% just because of the insulation and because of the smart technology used while building the villas. We also have some interesting chart here. So per capita, we have different cities, and for example in Vienna you have 120 square meters of open spaces per person. In Stockholm it's 87.5 meters. In Amsterdam it's 45.5, and in London it's 27 square meters, wherein the acres, you're going to have 54 square meters of open space per capita, which is huge. It's about 28% of the entire community dedicated to just green and open spaces and private walkways, etc. So we can see that the community is just like super lush and green, and the concept they have is in fact several gardens. So there's going to be like seven,
It's
yeah,
not even seven, it's 7 gardens inside of the community. It's unbelievable.
absolutely. I completely agree with you. I mean, I don't think there's anything that could match this in Dubai from what we have so far.
Yeah.
So let's look at some of the key features of the community. So obviously we have there's going to be a primary school, there's going to be a mosque, a halo park, so each villa is going to have a walkway access to that park, and it's going to be a maximum of a 3-minute walk to the park from every single villa. All right, so there's going to be a clubhouse, retail, a kindergarten, a special lagoon clubhouse, a juice bar, lagoon lake, and of course lots of amenities within the community. When it comes to the gardens, the first garden is the arrival garden. So as you enter the community, you have this beautiful lush greenery, and there's a forest theater, there's a cluster garden, a mosque plaza, and a boulevard. And then we move on to the village garden. So in village garden, there's an adventure park, retail promenade, ripe market, community clubhouse, school is going to be there, kindergarten, healthcare, which is a clinic, and then a sports area, event lawn, and an event island.
Then we move to Lagoon Garden, which also this is actually one of my favorites.
Really?
Here. So here we have also sports areas, jogging tracks, floating decks, lakes, lagoon clubhouse, and swimmable lagoons. So also Dubai has a lot of lagoons, like projects with lagoons, but not all of them are swimmable. So
Yes.
this is a very good
point.
Yeah.
So the next garden is a nature garden. Obviously, there's going to be lots of greenery, and you're going to be immersed in nature. There's a community pavilion, outdoor gym, natural ponds, a dry Wadi trail and wellness garden, kids play areas, and an outdoor terrace as well. And then we move on to the Lost Garden. So the Lost Garden has a community pavilion, also kids play areas, dog parks, garden majlis, forest terraces, crafting stations, treehouse viewing deck, and a clubhouse. So this is going to be basically like there's going to be lots of entertainment all across the community.
Next garden is the perfume garden. So here we have cluster gardens, perennial garden, and art garden. So here we move to the art part of it.
Yeah, and
not
also
only sports everywhere, but art.
And also the point of the perfume garden is that they're going to use flowers that have a special scent. So as you enter, you're going to have like some seasonal flower scent, and it's actually going to be literally a perfume garden.
I would name this garden as a lost one, because you can literally get lost in these smells.
The next one is also quite interesting. It's actually called an edible garden, where you have kids play areas. There's going to be a herbal garden and an orchard garden, and there's going to be some fresh produce that you could actually eat. So there's going to be like fruits and things like that growing, which is crazy. Yes. So we've covered the 7 gardens. Now in this phase, like I mentioned, we're going to have 207 villas, starting from 3-bedroom all the way to a 5-bedroom. There's going to be a river that's actually going to be running all around the parks. Now let's look at the villas. So a 3-bedroom villa here is again, we can see that the developer has used a lot of sustainable materials, and in fact the design itself is just like a very nice combination of nature and very minimalistic. I like the color schemes.
Very natural.
I think they're very natural, very neutral also, so they do not like catch the eye, and the design itself is like very, very modern in terms of, you know, interior and exterior design both. So we look at a 4-bedroom villa here. So some 4-bedroom villas are gonna have very similar design in terms of architecture and interior. Also, there's going to be some natural elements used inside in the interior design. I personally love some of the 5-bedroom corner villas that have this corner garden. I think they're just stunning. Obviously, floor-to-ceiling windows,
and
so lots of natural sunlight.
The corner units, they also give you access to the garden.
To the garden,
So,
like the extra garden,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Yes. So that is really, like, in terms of lifestyle, you know, when you just come home and you have all this greenery around, you look at it, it's just so calming. I think this would be a perfect place for me to live when it gets delivered. I also like the interiors of the bedrooms. Obviously, I mean, some of the villas, they come with their pools and a very nice deck. The 5 bedrooms are G+2, and some of the layouts have a double height ceiling, which is amazing. And in fact, also some of the units will allow you to open up your doors and like extend sort of the garden into your indoors and outdoors. So you're just gonna merge it. So we've been through the interiors. Now let's look at some of the floor plans.
Let's have a look on the floor plans. So here, as we enter, so first of all, we have 2 garage spaces for 2 cars. Then we enter and we see the maid's room from the right side, and then on the left side we have laundry and powder room. Then we move forward and we see kitchen and dining room together. Then we have a big living room, and then we go outside to the pool and terrace area. And here on the left side we have a staircase, and we move to the first floor where we have 3 bedrooms. So on the left side we have master bedroom with walk-in closet and master bathroom, and on the right side we have 2 bedrooms with a bathroom as well, and 2 balconies. One of them is a little bit smaller, and the other one is bigger. It's pretty spacious, by the way. It's 4 meters to 2.6,
which is pretty decent.
Yeah.
I mean, the sizes are quite generous
for 3 bedroom.
I would say for 3 bedroom, this is a very decent size. 280 square meters or 3,000 square feet approximately of a built-up area. Let's move on to a 4 bedroom. So in 4 bedrooms, there are 3 floors, so it's G+2. An average size is roughly about 4,000 square feet. We have on the ground floor again a foyer and a maid's room, a kitchen and a living area, also quite spacious, 5x4. Takes you out to the swimming pool, outside in a garden, and then we have on the first floor bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and the master bedroom. So we have 3 bedrooms on the first floor with the balcony, and on the 3rd floor we have another bedroom, which is the 4th, and an outdoor terrace on the rooftop as well. All right, so there are several types of 4-bedroom villas. And if you want to know more about the specific type, you can let us know and we can share these floor plans with you. So when we move to 5 beds are actually also quite spacious, about 5,000 square feet. And the layout is also, we don't have any, we do have a guest bedroom on the ground floor. There's a courtyard outside and a dining kitchen. On the first floor we have another 3 bedrooms and a family living area, and on the last 3rd floor there's another bedroom and an outdoor rooftop terrace also. Very beautiful floor plans.
And here we also have 2 spots for cars.
Yeah, so each villa comes with two parking spots for cars. There's also a corner 5-bedroom, which is also a G+2. It has an extra garden on the side, so it has a larger plot. There is a bedroom on the ground floor, a huge living area, and the kitchen, and then it takes you out obviously to the garden and the terrace. Now we have 3 bedrooms on the second floor and another bedroom on the rooftop. So in terms of built up area, the layouts are similar, but it's just that this particular villa has an extra side garden as well. So now let's move on to sizes.
Yeah, let's move on to sizes and prices in the end. In this phase, we have 25 3-bedroom villas. Build-up area is 3,000 square feet, and the plot areas is around 4,300 square feet. We have 39 4-bedroom villas of almost 4,000 square feet and plot area 4.5. And we have 44 villas, also 4-bedroom, but they are a little bit bigger. So the build-up area is 4,080, and the plot area is 5,100.
Yeah, we also have 3 types of different 5-bedroom villas. So we have the C5S type 52 villas over 5 bedrooms, approximately 5,000 square feet built up, and around 6,200 square feet of a plot area. Then we have larger villas, 33 of them, which are approximately 6,000 square feet in built up size, and the plots are actually quite huge. They're over 9,300 square feet. And then another type of a 5-bedroom, which only has 14 of them, and it's 6,000 square feet built up, 6,800 square feet up of a plot. And now let's
share the prices.
Yes. So the 3-bedrooms start from 5.5 million.
4-bedrooms start from 6 and 6.
And 5-bedrooms start from 8 million dirhams. The payment plan is 65% during construction and 35% on handover. It's spread throughout different installments. We are gonna probably place it on the screen so you could see the payment plan breakdown. I hope we've covered everything. If we've missed something, obviously you know what to do. You can just send us a message or you can write a comment. We'll definitely help you out with an answer. This is going to be a very hot launch. The launch itself is on the 11th of September. Currently, there's an EOI stage and we might still be able to get something. So if you're interested, please let us know, send us a message.
And hurry up.
You can mention my name, Firuz or Maria, and we'll personally contact you and help you find a villa over here. Also, we have noticed that most of our viewers don't subscribe to the channel. It personally upsets me a little bit, so if you could just click a subscribe button if you're watching our videos, if you find our content useful, it would be great and I'll really appreciate that. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely day.